welcome to what we hope is a very special series of games here from Combat Commander Normandy. You have embarked upon a journey with us through the Combat Commander Normandy Campaign game. This is Scenario 56. It's called 29, Let's Go! I have played through the Stalingrad scenario last year with our departed friend John McClintock. Those videos are online and they're organized into playlists, so feel free to go back through and watch how those work in the Eastern Front. But now we're going to see how things work on the Western Front with the post D-Day invasion. To help me with this journey is my good friend and ladder companion, Ted. Ted, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody and tell them a little bit about your experiences here?
Hey y'all, my name is Ted Werner and been playing war games since, good God, like after the Civil War was over, I think at this point. And a lot of my experience has been in the strategic games, whether it's World in Flames or Axis Empires Total or Krieg. But recently, I've been probably middle of last year, got bitten by the tactical bug and been playing Combat Commander pretty regularly since then, especially thanks to the ladder because there's just, tons of opponents there and you got your monthly game and whatnot. So been really doing that quite heavily over the past 6 or 7 months or so. So really excited to be here and able to play this campaign scenario because it's really just a whole different way to play Combat Commander, just one of many ways that you get out of the box here. So looking forward to it and can't wait to start flipping some cards. Back to you, Patrick.
Well, Ted, it is a blast having you here. This is going to be an excellent series. I just know it. And especially for those of you out there watching this on YouTube way after the fact, sometime in the future, for those of you who have never played a campaign game for Combat Commander, it works heavily off of the concept of the random scenario generator. You're going to hear me refer to that as the RSG throughout all of this. And it allows for what we're going to see here, where you are physically building the battlefield with each and every individual game. And some of them have a minimum requirement. Either you're trying to get to a certain point of the battlefield, as you are in Stalingrad, or in the case here with the Normandy game, you're just trying to win a majority of 4 games out of a 7-game series. So the first side, either the Germans or the Americans that get to 4 wins, they have won the ultimate campaign. I'm going to open up some charts here so that the folks at home can see them. Scenario 56 has 2 pages, and they are a combination of general information. As we're going to see, some of it is already preset here for us that I've done in the Vassal save file, but they also give you an idea of the campaign position map, how it's going to work as the Americans work their way through. And of course, we're going to give you the situation report here to start. This is outside St. Lo, Normandy, and the entire campaign is 11th to the 18th of July, 1944. On 11 July, 19th Corps was ordered to attack southward towards St. Lo as part of 1st Army offensive to push the German 7th Army out of Normandy. The 29th Division was ordered to attack and seize key terrain east of St. Lo. As part of the division's attack plan, General Gerhardt ordered the 116th Infantry to conduct the main attack. Lead companies of the 2nd Battalion, supported by the combat battalions of the 121st Engineers and the 747th Tank, were trained in the division's new hedgerow tactics. This scenario is a multi-battle campaign representing the 8 days of fighting between the American forces, elements of the 29th Infantry Division, and the German forces, the elements of the 3rd Fallschirmjäger Division. It uses several different maps across typically representative terrain. And by typically representative, we mean bocage everywhere. We're going to start with everyone's favorite map here. This is from, I believe this is map 2, Hedgerows and Hand Grenades. And yes, those thick green lines everywhere are the semi-natural, I guess, environment for the French countryside, with bocage separating little truck farmers and otherwise yeoman farmers. So we're going to take this through the normal process. I have here my scanned versions of the information for the campaign. As you can see here, the general overview is each one of the battles and each one of these scenarios, as we record them, we'll go through this, the first 10 to 15 minutes. We'll go through the RSG process where we build the battlefield as per the mixture between the Normandy campaign and the Mediterranean RSG rules. Once we've done that, Ted and I will play through it. And then the winner will, of course, have some advantages toward the next game in the campaign. In the Normandy campaign, it essentially means there's some promotion of the primary platoon leader and the ability to maybe reconstitute your forces as you're going through. So we're going to take this in steps, and feel free to follow along. If you've got a printed copy, you're going to see some of it here. But if you've never experienced this before, this is a great way to learn it. The very first thing we do, we've already got the map set up for us, and our troop quality is predetermined. So both the Germans and the Americans, which I have not even told you yet, in this campaign, I'm going to be playing the Americans, and Ted will be taking the Germans. So we both start at the basic nondescript line units. No muss, no fuss. The very first thing we need to do is to find out how this map is going to be oriented. The Americans get the ability to draw a card and determine which side they're going to be on. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to draw a card here as the Americans. And I see I have a 6, which means the Americans will be here on the left side of the map. And that means Ted's Germans will be on the right side of the map.
And you're using the hex down below to
That is correct.
decide that, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
So I got the 6 on the white die. That means the 6 was on the one of the 2 that's on the left edge of the map. So that's how I got that. We move on to the year and nationality, which is already predetermined for us. As we mentioned, the troop quality is already predetermined at line to start in this first game. That will be a little different as we move through the individual games in the series. And now the first thing we need to do before we start building up our individual forces is determine what the objectives are for this game. This is going to have us jump over to step 4 of the Mediterranean RSG process, which is simply each one of us are going to draw a hidden objective for ourselves and one open objective for both of us to fight over that we know throughout the whole game. Let's move over to that. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the map here. Ted, as my guest, why don't you draw the open objective first?
Here it comes.
Here it comes. That means...
Looks like objective 3 is going to be worth 2 VPs.
So this house right here is worth 2 victory points. All right, I'm going to draw my secret allied objective. I have it.
And I've got my secret Axis objective.
Super secret. Okay. That is now complete. See how easy it is, folks.
We're moving.
Moving right along. All right, now the big part is the orders of battle. Now this is a little different than the old Stalingrad campaign where you had lots of mixing and matching of forces. This one is really dependent on which leaders you select. So looking over here, I've got my staging map open. I've already pre-seeded both the Americans and the Germans command platoon. And that will be the same at the start of every game. That is your baseline. The Germans start with Heinzmann and a scout, 3 rifle units, 3 rifle squads, and 2 light mortars. And the Americans will start with Sergeant Craighead, 3 line squads as well, and 1 medium machine gun. Down below, the next line there are the regimental reserves that we can draw from starting from this game. So we each have a pair of 2 leaders and a 1 leader out there that we can pull from. And then everything down on the bottom row is off at divisional headquarters. And they will only become available to us at the end of each game when we make rolls to see if one of those can be pulled to the regimental reserves. So right now they are not available to us, but we're both hoping that we can get to some of those later on in this series. So the first decision we both have to make, and we will do this simultaneously, is both Ted and I will grab one or more of these leaders here in the middle and draw them out onto the map, thereby indicating that is what we wish to use for the game. I'm going to open up just so everybody can see the divisional resources for the Americans. Kraus and Bowen are almost identical in that they've got 3 more line units, but they also have a machine gun, medium machine gun. The only difference between them is one is a 1 liter, one is a 2 liter. And then Cawthon for the Americans is he's the big boy. He comes with a scout as well, and he comes with two engineers, two elite teams, some mortars, and some satchel charges. He's very expensive, however. What are your three, Ted?
So we've got Sergeant Ennert with 3 rifle squads, big leader, 3 rifle squads. Then we've got Sergeant Hummel, and he's going to be coming in with 3 parachute. And Becker also comes in with some Fallschirmjägers. And they each have some assorted machine guns that come in with them as well.
Okay. So it's pretty evenly matched right out of the gate. Things will start to deviate as we move farther in, as some people are getting more leaders from division, some are getting promoted, and some are getting exhausted.
I think it's interesting to point out here is the fact that you could pick anywhere from 0 to all 3 of these leaders to come in this particular scenario. The thing to keep in mind is there's going to be, after each of these scenarios, these guys exhaust and they don't come back until the 4th scenario, potentially. In which case, if you overemphasize the leadership early on, you might be struggling later on. Conversely, if you don't bring enough people on early, you could get behind the 8 ball and start losing a couple early scenarios, which then makes an uphill climb for the later scenarios.
Absolutely. So there is an entire meta game to this whole process
Right.
where you don't want to give away give away the points right out of the gate, but at the same time you don't want to be bereft of any ability to fight off the overwhelming force coming from the other side. That is what is so enjoyable about this because there is a poker element to it. It's like, is Ted gonna pull one, two, none? I don't know. So we're gonna find out right now here. Let me think about what I want to do. I think I have a plan. I have 12% of a plan. So I'm going to get myself ready, and on the count of three, we're going to draw out however many units we want. So are you ready, sir?
Ready.
Okay, one, two, and three. I am. You have pulled out Ennert. I have pulled out Kraus.
All right.
So it seems like we're just keeping it simple, right? For the first game.
That's right. Don't want to overcommit.
That's right. So what we're going to do here is we'll pause the recording, and both Ted and I will put our units up there, and then we will move on to the next step. So we have both built our new brand spanking addition to our command platoon. So now we just have to pay for them. So the way we do that is the Americans will first shift the marker based on the total VP amount of what it is I've selected, and then the German will offset that. So in mine, I have pulled Kraus. He is a point value of 7, so I'm going to give the Germans 4 and 3. So I give you 7 points.
Danke.
Bitte, baby.
Would I give you back 9 points?
Wow.
So
Okay.
back to you for 2. So I'll take that for you. Apparently, Ennert's a little pricey. That big heavy machine gun.
Yeah, he must be. I guess he's
Get it out
worth
of
it. All right, so now we're going to move on to the support roles, and we'll do the RS7 stuff from the standard rules, and then we'll come back over, and there are some that are specific to the Normandy campaign. So let's jump over here, and we'll move down to our support roles, RS7. Because there are 2 points on my side, I must make a support roll, and I must purchase one or more of whatever it is that is available to me. I will then pay for those. That will shift the VP, and if at that point the VP marker is on Ted's side, on the German side, he will be obligated to do the same, and then from that we will see where we are as we move on through the Normandy specific stuff. So let me reset my deck here. Get a fresh draw. Here we go. 1944, and it's 7. Let's see. A 7 in 1944 will get me Sergeant Goziak, if I wish. I can get a weapon team with a medium machine gun.
Oziak the Gozerian.
I can get a line squad. Boy, we're just coming out of the woodwork. Or I could, yeah, just any of those. That's 3 points for Goziak, 2 for the weapon team.
So as you're thinking about that, if you just get the 2
Mm-hmm.
pointers, then it's going to be at 0.
Right.
and I will not get a support roll.
That's true.
But if you pick multiple copies of something or Goziak,
I,
then I
I
will have to make a support roll.
I think I will just take one line squad and
Gotcha.
purchase that for two. So let me grab that line squad.
So we're going to play like that, are we, Patrick?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
making so I
yeah.
don't get my own support roll.
That's right.
Was that how
A,
we're doing
a
this?
German with an extra weapon. That's I don't know if I want that. It's not like we're not going to get some other goodies here. It would seem. Okay, so I'm going to pay you two for that. And now, per the rules, you do not get a support roll. So it stays there. And it is a zero. Correct. And now we just move on. So we're going to move back over to the Normandy specific ones. And the choices I have to make first is, do I wish to spend any of my American armor support points? I have 5 points that I can spend throughout the entire campaign, which will give me essentially an off-board radio, which is a series of little tanks that are firing into the area. I do not wish to expend any points for armor support. So I am not taking that. And then the next choice is for Ted to decide whether he wishes to have German armor support.
Well, as I was reading the rules over preparation for this, it seems like you'd want to save the German armor support for when the American pick armor support because you could cancel it out,
That's right. Yeah.
having the Panthers show up and knock out some of those Shermans. So
That's right. Don't mix it up with them tigers, man.
we will defer hitting oddball Shermans this time, and we'll save our guys and put them in the town instead. Just pass on the armor.
That's fine. Well, then you have a follow up decision of whether or not you want some artillery support.
Well, I want it. I think the question is do I want to pay for it? So if I choose the artillery support, I have to pay 5 VPs for it, which will probably mean I will be the attacker at this point because posture will be coming up shortly. Or if I don't get it, we're going to be in recon mode, correct? Zeros?
That's correct. Yep.
I think I'm going to pass on my artillery support and save it for a later scenario.
Okay. Because Ted has declined his German artillery, then, and I did not take my armor support, then by default, my Allied air superiority will be in effect. So I'm going to come up here and change. I have it on the notepad here, and it starts in recall mode, but now it's going to go into ground support. For those of you who are unfamiliar, and we're going to presume a lot of you are unfamiliar with this, what that means is when I pull an interdiction event, any interdiction event that I get for the Americans, that will become an air power. So I will draw a random hex and may break all the units closest to that. If the Germans at any time get an interdiction event, that will drive off my planes and that will cancel my air superiority. So it's as many as I can get before Ted draws one interdiction to cancel it. So we'll see how it works. It might not do anything. You just never know. So we have completed all of the support roles. Now we determine our posture, and as pointed out, since we are at 0 points on the victory point track, that means we are going to both be in recon mode for this first game. So let's come up here, and I will set the recon for Americans and recon for the Germans. We'll see how many orders we're going to get here momentarily. We will move on to the German defensive preparation. Now, normally there would be some purchasing, but since there's no purchasing by the defender, Ted still has the capability to spend some of his 7 discretionary fortification points for the Germans to buy some right now and give me some points. He will then set these up during his normal setup process, as we do for the recon. So it's up to you, Ted, if you want to spend.
Yes, I would like to. I would like to go to the commissary and buy a couple of things
You
with my
sure can.
points.
And yeah, you have up to 7 points for the whole scenario or for the whole campaign. So how many? And I'm gonna let you look at the back of your book there,
Yep.
and you tell me what you want to spend, and I will deduct it.
It looks like there's all kinds of interesting things that we could shop, but this is going to be a long campaign, so I don't want to burn all my 7 fortification points early on. So we will just spend 2, and I'm sure this will shock you, but we'll buy a bunker and a trench.
Bunker and a trench. Okay, so I will deduct the 2. from your German fortifications. So let's see what we got now. Setting up. Well, we will jump back over to the standard 10 through 16. We don't have a defender. We don't have an attacker. So, and we don't have fortification setups for the defender. So we're going to do recon. As we determined, have the higher initiative. So I will take the initiative card as the Americans, and then I will set up my forces first. And I can go up to 6 hexes deep because we are in the narrow configuration. And then any locations, any objective locations that we touch become friendly to us. And we will adjust the points accordingly for whatever's out there. So I'm going to pause it here and be thinking about my setup, and we'll be back with Ted's setup. For better or for worse, I have completed my setup. It is now over to Ted. He's magically going to put his forces out, and we'll be right back and be underway. Ted has completed his setup, and as we've seen, No Man's Land gives us a little bit of breathing room. We have both moved our units as closely as possible where we can, yell insults and taunt you a second time. I think we just need to finish out the steps here. So we have done our recon setup. Now we just do all the appropriate markers. So our time marker is set at 0, and our sudden death is going to be based on the total number of orders that we have between the two of us. So that's easy. So we have a sudden death then of 6. Our total surrender level is now determined. I've got a surrender level of 6. Alright, surrender's done. Mines, we don't have any mines, we don't have any smoke. That's in a fresh coffee cup off to the side here. So now it is just H hour. We just draw up our
You
deck.
got to get your, wait, before you do that, I think you got to get your
I did.
artillery request back in your deck there.
Oh,
The
thank you.
dead card in this game.
Yes, right. So let's do that. 2 draw pile. I also need to take the 2 victory points for objective 3, which I have captured. So in my setup, I will take 2 more victory points. And I have given myself the initiative card over here per. I'm going to close this. I'm going to zoom in the map so that we'll have a little bit easier time for people to see. There we go. That's better. And we're all nice and concise here in the middle. So all that's left is to draw our cards. Wish each other good luck. So I have taken mine.
And I have mine coming in as well.
Okay. For the first time, sir, in this series, good luck. But not too much.
I guess I'm obligated. to say you too, although really.
I guess, whatever. I can hear your eyes rolling from here.
That's right. I'll take the good luck, and I'm not giving you any back.
That's right. Let's see. So I've got 3 orders. Lovely, lovely 3 orders. Let's do an advance. And I will have this line unit simply move into the house there and capture objective 4.
Advantage you.
Advantage moi. Okay. That is all for that order. And then I will do, let's see. It's a good opportunity for us to explain how the differences in bocage country are. So these bocage would normally just be hedges, little teeny tiny hedges, would be a +1 to cross over them. But here in bocage country, they're actually a +2. So for us to perhaps activate this unit is going to go and I don't believe you have line of sight. You might.
I do not. There's nobody that can see that mess.
Fantastic. So they have moved. We have completed that order. And is there anything else? I suppose just because
Got a fire card burning a hole in my
I
pocket.
do have a fire card burning. You know me so well, sir. So Kraus will activate, and he is going to shoot.
It's a bunker.
We will shoot at that little bunker there. Let's see what kind of damage I can do here. Because it's me, I'm going to do separate shots. So
Okay.
I'm going to do
You're not the defender, though. Remember that.
That's true. But we're in recon, and I'm leading, so I'm going to burn some time. So yeah, we'll do machine gun first. It's going to be a 7. 7 plus. 8 is 15 there. We have our first sniper. Sniper is. Oh, ooh,
Well, look
snap.
at that.
And then we will break Ennert.
No, not very sporting.
Well, yeah. There we go. He is now broken. Alright, so it is a 15-2, sir.
15, and I'm going to be we'll do the scout last, so I will be I believe I got a 6 cover in here, so I'll be 13, 15, 6, 12. So bottom guy, which is the 13, he's good with an event. Event says air support. Well, you take your sniper, I drop a bomb on you.
That's usually how it works.
Of course, it's 44. I don't know what kind of air support I'm calling in here.
You send him to the
ME,
morgue.
ME 262 coming in. All right, determine random hex. You can break all the units close to random hex. Oh, come on. Return the fire, baby. Well,
Man.
1, 2. Well, I was hoping it was going to be this hex.
Yeah.
So
Break them.
we'll take your friends there.
Okay. Well, they are broken.
Then the second guy rolls 10. He's good. Sniper. Now let's kill him. Let's finish him off, boys. No, we'll get that guy instead.
Boo! Alright.
Where are my route cards?
Second shot then is going to be a 7 also. 7 plus 9. 16 this time.
16. I believe I'm the same as I was. So bottom guy, good. Middle guy, good. Top guy, good.
Alright then. That is all for the fire. I will draw back up, and it is to you, sir.
How daring do I feel it's early in the game? All right, we will just play recover order. And we'll recover Ennard. Break in on the first turn. What's up with that?
Wow, that is overpaying for that, isn't it?
Yep. All right, so he recovers. Next order. We will do a move order. We'll activate this guy down here. Status function. Let's move him. Activate him. He'll go 1, 2, or 1, 2, and be done.
Ah, the Orchard two-step, I see.
Indeed. And then the third order, Ennard says, okay. I guess 2 can play that game. He will return the fire back on Kraus. And he'll bring in 8 for the MG, 2 for himself, 10, or 2 for his leadership, 10, plus 1 for the rifle squad, 11. And the access roll is 14. Take that. That'll be a lesson you won't soon forget.
Is there a woodpecker at the door or something? I
Tick,
can't.
tick, tick.
Tick, tick, tick. All right,
Who
we
put the
are
rubber bullets in the machine gun?
we are a 10 and 11.
Now watch him break, though. You know he's going to do it.
Only you, sir. Only you. All right, here's 10
I
for the
called it.
10 for the squad. Suppressed
Close.
is what you're
Close.
trying to say. Yes. And 11 for Kraus. He's
Oh,
okay.
man. Man. That was close, though. Those guys both could have broken on that little order there. That was a good deal there. All right, so that's my order, so it's back over to you.
All right. Well, we should probably do our recover.
Yep. That sounds like a good thing.
Always a good thing. So we'll start up here with the line squad in the house. They are an 11. And
Not today.
we get that out of the way. They're suppressed. They heard that woodpecker. All right. The other squad down here, also 11. And they're much better. So they rally. And next order, we will do a fire from Kraus.
Yep.
Once again, back into the breach there. We'll do medium machine gun first, is a 7 with him. We're going to add some sustained fire to make it a 9.
Asking to break that gun.
I am asking. Let's see what I get. 9 plus 9 is 18.
18. If we 15, 14, 12. Okay. So 15 goes first. He makes it. Oh, get rid of these big numbers. 14. Did I say 14?
He's suppressed, yeah.
12, 14, 18. Yep, he's suppressed. Enter. You're killing me, man. And the scout says, sniper. Calling in the sniper shot. Oh, break somebody else.
Man, sniper activity here in this bocage country.
I can't see any of those guys. At least they're getting broken out of
Right?
line of sight.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and then the line squad is a 7. 7 plus. 8 is 15.
So 15. So bottom guy, he's good with an event. Event is interdiction. Oh, now does that do some of your air support?
That does. My air support is now canceled. It's gone.
Okay. And then this event doesn't actually happen.
No,
All it
it
did was
just
cancel
canceled
that,
mine.
right?
Yeah, future
Yep.
ones will. Yep.
Yepers. That was the second one, right? Was that the first one?
That was the first one. Yep.
First one. Yep. Leader. 5. What did we say he was? We said he was a 14,
He's a
13, 18. So he's good.
7 plus 6 and 13, 50. Yeah, he's 18, right?
Yep. And then the scout, he's good.
Okay. Well, that's all for that. And I am done. Back to you.
All right. 2 can play at that game. We'll play in order, and we're going to fire, and we're going to do the exact same thing as we did last time, which is we're going to order everybody. I'm going to activate, but the scout's not activated, of course. Ennert will, I guess Ennert will activate these other guys just in case somebody shows up. I doubt that's going to happen, but activate the guy too. Okay, so the first thing that's going to happen is Ennert's going to shoot his gun. So it's going to be an 8, 10, 11. He's firing at Kraus again, of course. That's a little bit better. That's a 20.
And we are a 10 and 11. So here's 10. That's a break. And here's 11. Yeah, it's a break. Yeah, it's about right.
Okay, so I think that order is done. Now for the second thing, well, there's just nothing to see here. Well, nothing to see without getting shot and killed. What's a scout worth for victory points? Just 1?
Just 1, yep.
We'll do a move, and we'll move the scout. He'll go 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6. And then I should probably play this order first before I do that, but then we will also play a route order. So we'll go north to south. So the suppressed weapons, the suppressed line team up on top up there. Nothing. The line team in the field. He says, "Ooh, we got to go back 1,"
Okay.
which now makes the whole scout thing going there kind of pointless. And then we'll go with Kraus first, which will be a 12, and then the line unit, which will be 11. So Kraus first 12, line unit 11, nothing, nothing. And I believe that's all you got going. So that was my third order. So I guess I'll give it back to you.
Let's see what we can do here. Let's do a move order.
Move out, boys.
Yeah, we'll have Kraus very astutely moved to there.
You big coward.
No, we're just checking the side yard. We want to
You're
make
right.
sure. We're just
Hey,
making sure.
look over me. They got like a patio out here behind buildings and
It's a smoking garden. All right, next order. We'll just draw back up, and it's to you.
we would like to get rid of some garbage in our hands. So you can have 3 cards back if you'd like.
All right, let's also get rid of some trash. Discard 2 and draw 2. Back to you.
I don't like these cards anymore like the last one.
Yeah, you would think in 72 cards you could get something that
You would think
wouldn't
I'd be getting,
suck, but there it is.
but no. All right, let's get rid of two more cards. Okay, you're up.
Going to discard 4 cards.
Yeah. Four cards?
4 cards.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's not good.
back to you.
All right, we will activate a move order. We will move our scout to there, which I don't think anybody can see him.
I think you're in the clear.
And then move down to there. And he will call for the next order. And he will say, yeah, he'll drop. You're up.
Do a move order. I'll activate Craighead.
Big Ted in action.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna throw out some smoke grenades. Let's see what we get here. It's a 3. Hmm.
Or maybe I won't be moving this turn.
we'll,
It was a
put,
good thought, boys, but
we'll put the 3 there.
who threw the sparkler out there?
That's right. And then we'll throw out more smoke grenades. And we'll throw out. I love this game. Do it back here. Man.
Sergeant Craighead meets with his council of war and says, maybe we should wait for a little while. That's really not having the effect that we thought.
Yeah. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Next
Hey, man,
order.
what's going on?
I wish I knew. All right. Back to you.
All right, well, let's use the scout to call in some mortar fire. And we'll call it in on. So it's the distance from the mortar, but the hindrance from the scout, right?
That is correct.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
That's what we're
Yes.
doing.
Okay, so we'll fire with this mortar first. He's got to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So he needs better than a 4. And he says, nah.
To that I say, huzzah.
And then we'll fire with this guy. I should probably activate these dudes
Yeah.
just to be. Noel would be proud of me if I was doing that.
I know I am.
That's all that's important. Okay, so now he's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, better than a 4. And he makes it. So he'll be a 6 plus. 6 is 12.
Hmm. Okay. Yikes. 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 All right. So our line is 8 in the open. Whew. And Kraus is a 9 in the open. He's okay with an event. Oh, bye bye smoke.
Well,
I'm
well,
glad I
smoke
was not
markers.
emotionally invested in that smoke.
That's right. Okay. And next order says we will drop. You're up.
Let's try our hand at a recovery.
Oh, I knew it. Damn it. You picked it up on the last turn, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All the smoke markers.
All right. Get rid of the suppression up here. Start up here. He is an 8. Oh no, he's an 11, isn't he? He's in the building. He's 11, so they rally.
Okay.
Yep. So rally. All right. This one is 8 in the open. He's okay with an event. Hmm. I may deploy. Well, they be lines anyway. I think I'm going to forego that. We'll just rally these. All right. Kraus is a 9. Get another event. Yeah, my surrender has automatically gone up. Kraus rallies. And then now the lines are 9. And they rally. Cooler heads have prevailed. Okay. Now. So what you're saying then is you're saying that I can see your scout. Hmm. Interesting. What is fire on that scout? So we're going to shoot these guys separately at your little scout there. See if we can pop him. Machine gun first is a 7. 7 plus 9 is 16. In Normandy scenarios, you do get the benefit of the hedge to cover.
He's an 8. 8 and 8 is 16.
Hmm.
Since you rolled a 16, right?
I did roll a 16. I would like you to roll that again.
Really? On a
Yes.
scout?
On a scout.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna make it then. No, I'm not.
Would have been cooler if you did.
Hmm.
All right, and then now the line is a 7. 7 plus 6 is 13.
Makes it.
He does make it.
Sniper says, let's break.
God damn sniper!
Let's break. Let's break the guy in the orchard.
Okay. So that is all for the shooting there.
Okay.
If I was smart, I would have, activated this guy as well, but I didn't.
Oh.
So I will now.
Okay.
Because I'm a dummy. All right. So 6 plus 9 is 15. There it is.
15, and I'm an 8, and 8 is 16.
That is correct. You are. Okay. Next order. Draw back up. I will send it to you, sir.
For the first thing we do, we will play advance order. We'll stick him in the building. So he's done. We activate him just for kicks and giggles. We will play a route order on you, so we'll try and get that squad. 7-0. Event says draw 1 open objective chit. Open objective tit says, okay, let's get the big fiber. Elimination points double. Okay, well.
All right. Well, now the game
That
has
changes
changed.
the dynamics a little bit now, doesn't it?
What were you saying about leaving a hole open? That's not happening now.
That's not happening anymore. And we will say that that's it for us. Okay.
I will.
So we are going to ditch a card. Over to you.
All right. Ditching cards is a good thing. Um. hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna discard 2. Draw back up.
Well, we're going to have a supreme hand once we finally get around to
Well,
doing whatever it is
maybe.
we're going to do.
Maybe. Back to you.
And we will play a recover card. So we'll get rid of this suppression marker, and then we'll roll for the scout. Scout says I'm good because I'm in a building and I'm a 9. Okay. That order's done. And back to you. I bet the people sitting at home are like at the edge of their seats going, this is exciting.
I'm sure that they are. Let's attempt to recover. And we'll recover this guy here. Maybe 9? No.
Denied.
Because why? Why would I want to? And that is all. Back to you.
All right, we're just going to play advance order on the scout, and he's going to move to there and call it. You're up.
Okay. Um, let's try another recover.
Okay.
And line in the orchard? No, of course not.
Denied.
Um, it just seems so simple, doesn't it? Anybody out there watching? Oh, of course, you just roll it and it goes your way. No, not for me. All right, I'll draw back up, and it is to you.
Well, we'll play a route card and hopefully capitalize on that
I'm sure. I'm sure you will.
terrible roll. Denied.
Well,
Increase your surrender roll by one.
we're
Well, that's
both
just.
we're both now at 7. Hooray!
I think we only have like 7 guys each, so that's not gonna.
To the last man.
Okay, over to you.
Okay. Well, let's try the
Again.
third recover attempt for that line unit. Yay, they do. Event. We have no fire, no smoke. Alright, next order. Drawing back up, and it's you.
Discard 2 cards. Okay.
Gonna activate Kraus here to move.
House is on the move.
Yep. Um, throw out some smoke grenades. Let's see what we get. You're killing me, man. Fine. Let me put these. Let's see. And it was. I should have indicated it's these guys doing it, so I will throw that there. Not that it matters because it's any squad that's activated to move, but I will play another smoke grenade. And let's see what we get this time.
Super hindrance.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna put it on top of the same one and dissipate the old one.
Okay.
There we go. Wow. All right, we're just gonna go back into the house there then. Anything?
Yeah, we should probably shoot at you, I guess. I'll use my smoke grenades card. But we will, instead of putting smoke out, we will put fire. And we'll also play that shiny move card to give me +2. So we're going to activate, we'll activate anybody that can do anything here. So main functions activate, and we will activate the squad down here, although I doubt it'll matter, but you never know. And we'll punch it in on Kraus and Company. So we are going to be a 8, 10, 11, 12, 13.
11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13, man. Wow. Crossfire's your
13,
best friend. Oh,
22. That's a nice roll.
man.
Want me to re-roll? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
It just
just,
shot my scout. That's why.
yeah, that's. I'm just picturing Homer in the
he,
in the ethereal world. It's because I kicked the turtle, isn't it?
he got shot and he's been running ever since, though. He's like back out of that hex. He's back into the bunker. Now he's into the thing. He's going back to
I
Berlin.
swear these guys. All right. So there are 10. 10 for the squad. No, they're gonna break. And here's the event. Deploy. No, I still don't need. I don't need the
Yep,
extra manpower, so I'm fine.
that's right.
And then Kraus is an 11.
Super break.
Yeah, super break. And that's next order because they're not going anywhere else. And I will draw back up. It's to you.
Well, we probably got to fire on him then, because that's cuz. All right, we'll activate all the folks that activated last time. Again, we're going to activate them all. Although, again, it's not Heinzman, of course. And it's just could probably be the machine gun firing in. So it's 8, 10, 11. with the machine gun. 11 plus. 5 is 16.
Right.
And it's gonna have to stand.
Right. So we got 11 for squad, 12 for Kraus. So here's 11 squad. They're good. 12 for Kraus. He's good. Event. Recon. What is your secret objective, sir?
Oh, we shall reveal the objective.
Oh
One
no.
PP for number one.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's too bad.
It's worthless. Um,
Worthless.
all right. So that was both of them.
And I believe that's next order. I don't think anybody else can see anybody else, so next order.
I'm going to play. I'll play a route on myself.
Get out, boys.
The line squad is an 11. They're okay with an event. Ooh, I control 2 objectives.
All right, 2.
2 points. Alright, and then Kraus is a 12. He's fine. Next order. I will move them. And they will move to there. Next order. That is all. We'll draw back up. It's 1, and end of my deck. Okay, let's go through the procedures for the first time here. We're going to do time advance. We have 1 smoke to dissipate. I will reset my deck. There is no defender, so no point. And dig-ins. Do you have any dig-ins?
What?
I do.
No.
It's almost like I timed it that way. So
Hmm.
we'll do this dig in. Foxholes will go right here with Kraus and company. So that was done during that. Let me complete my draw up. And back to you.
Well, we got to do something here.
That is always a great plan.
I always end up screwing this up when I do it, though. We'll play a move order, and we will move these cats here. So for the first move, we will move this guy. So he's going to
So
go
there.
1. There you go.
Okay, well, there you go.
You do anything?
No.
No, then. All right, this guy will take his spot in the bunker. All right, then you know what? This guy will stay down there, and this guy will take the place in the bunker then. That makes sense. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got enough.
And that will be that.
Mm,
And we'll give it to you.
okay. Don't like the creeping. But there's noises out in the woods there. I will discard some cards. Draw back up. And it is to you, sir.
All right. Big surprise here, I'm sure. We'll play a fire order. And the first thing we will do is we will fire the squad. So it's going to be 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 5 is 14.
And I am
That's not so good.
6, but I'm getting the benefit of the hedge, so I'm an 8 plus. And 13 is a break.
All right. Now enter will fire the machine gun, so it's 8, 10, 12 plus enter, and we'll sustain fire it. 14, 22.
We're at 10 once again. Come on, boxcars. Nope. So we have an event. my surrender goes up. I am going to play light wounds, and we will do a shift D, and you'll get 1 point for this.
We will draw up. Oh, time event. No sudden death. You got Diggins.
No diggins.
Me neither.
So it is to me then.
It is.
Well, the only saving grace is with that light wounds. I saved 4 points, and only maybe potentially giving you 3 points. So we'll just discard and draw.
Okay. So we will try to finish him off. Play a fire order on Ennert and Company. I guess we'll also give this line company an order just in case somebody shows up. Ennert will fire the rifle squad by itself. It's going to be a 7, 10. Oh, glad I fired that there.
Okay. We're a 9 with the hedge, and we're okay.
All right. Then we'll fire the machine gun plus Ennert himself. It's going to be 10, 11 with Ennert, 12, 13 because of hand grenades. 13 plus 21. I should do that.
Mm. Gets it out of my hand, so I'm going to play concealment. Bring it down by 2, so it's 19. And we are a 9. So 9 versus your 19. No. Okay. So they're going 2 points for you.
Or points for the good guys.
And our first blood.
Yes. And we will say next order and give it back to you.
Let's do an advanced order, and we'll activate everyone here with Craighead. We'll advance to the house. They'll advance there. They'll advance there. Next order. Draw back up. And it's to you.
All right. We will play a move order. And the first thing we're going to do is play it on Ennert and Company. We're going to take the guy out of the bunker and back him up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Agreed?
Agreed.
Okay. So that picks up a VP for the good guys.
I will give you control of one.
All right. I think we got the same line of sight to this hex as we had last time. I don't think anybody can see that thing.
I agree.
So he's going to go 1, get back into his bunker.
We will shoot there.
Okay.
And target them. I will sustain it. And it's going to be 6, 7, 8. Plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16.
16, and we are going to be a 15 and 14. Makes it 18. And then the leader, Ennert. Well, good for him. He made it. Random hex. Nada. Put the sighting marker there.
All right. Well,
That's that order there. And my next order will be another move order. And we'll put it on the scout. I guess he's no use back there. So he'll go 1, 2, 3. Well, I'll just mark it what I'm doing here. He's going to go there first. 1, 2, 3. He's going to go there second. 4, 5, 6.
okay. Let me check some here. Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
And he's in the trench. And I got one more order, I guess. Play a route order on you. I doubt it'll do anything. It's you're 11 and 12.
Yep.
So we'll do the line unit first. 11, 9 miss, 12. Oh, two big fire cards gone. All right. Next order. You're up.
I will just draw my hand. It's back to you.
Yeah, I hear you. So we will also get rid of 4 cards. It's nice not having a defender there that every time you
Yeah,
discard a
the hidden
card, you
unit.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Can have discard with abandon. I am going to generate some dice rolls here. I'm going to play a route order on myself.
Yep.
So Kraus is a 12. He's fine, and the line is also fine. Drawing back up. It's to you.
That stupid scout can't even make it in with Ennard again because it's so far away.
Little field glass strap keeps snagging on all the bocage.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done something different. That was dumb. All right. I want to play a fire order and we'll activate Ennard. We'll activate all these guys again. Except the scout's not activated, of course. And Ennard will fire into Craighead. So it's going to be an 11. 8 for the machine gun, 2 for Ennard, 10, 1 for the rifle, 11. And that's it. 11 plus 17.
Okay, we're at 10 and 11. So 10. There's our time. So
Oh, I got rid of all my dig-ins last time.
we'll do time advance and reset my deck. No smoke, no VP, any dig-ins. As you
Nope.
say, I will not play any dig-ins. So squad is good. Now it's time for Craighead, and he's good.
Okay. Next order will be a move order, and we'll move the scout just to there. Done. You're up.
Yes, we are in Europe.
Hmm.
I guess just get rid of this crap. Discard, draw. Back to you.
I hate to do this, but discard 1, discard 2, discard 3. Back to you.
Hmm. Discarding recovery cards. Let's play a fire order.
Okay.
We'll do some
I'll be
more.
shocked if it's not Craighead.
It is Craighead.
As I said.
Because, Kraus is taking a nap in the smoking patio. Alright, we'll do separate shots again. So, medium machine gun, 7 plus 8, 15.
15, I'm 15, 14. So it's 2 flips. Okay.
And same 7 for the squad, plus nothing.
2 flips. Good.
Alright, next order. We will draw back up. It's to you.
All right. Big surprise here. Play a fire order. Play marksmanship. It's going to be the usual suspects again, except for the scout and Heinzman that isn't firing, of course. So it's going to be a 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 this time. 13 into Craighead, of course. Let's re-roll that. I don't really want that machine gun jammed. Not much better. 18.
Okay. So we're 10 and 11. 10 for squad. They break. 11 Craighead. He breaks.
Let's get rid of that order and let's do a route on you. Craighead first, 9. Or he's a 12. Man, I hate to even use that stupid order on this, but okay. Craighead, event, random hex. Oh, this would be nice. Come on, let's get a good shot here. Oh, so close. Okay. Guy underneath Craighead is an 11.
Man.
Sniper.
Oh,
Oh, look at that!
this game is killing me, man.
Go with Kraus next. Nope. The guy underneath Kraus, 11. No, I don't
They're
think
12.
so. He's suppressed.
They're suppressed, yeah.
Wow, there's some good rolls in there too.
Man.
That's he goes all those good dice. Next order, and you're up.
I do not like it, Sam. I am. Alright, let's do some advancing, and we'll get the heck out of there. Uh, Next order. Drawing back up. It's you. You know, I know there are other cards in this deck. I'm just hoping that they will appear at one point.
I really like my bunker. I really don't want to leave my bunker. It's a nice place to
It's very
be.
cushy, yes. Coffee,
And there's just a
sandwiches,
lot of bad
cigarettes.
Americans around in those other hexes.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, showing you my secret objective almost takes all the, unless depending what your objective is, takes almost all the incentive out of knocking me out of mine on the off chance that I have something that you don't like. Well, you guys all got that box firepower too. They're just nasty, nasty guys. All right, it's combat commander. You gotta just gotta be careful here. No sense in no sense in going crazy. We are going to play a move order first with the scout in there. So that's that order. And then we will play a route order on you. So we'll go with Craighead first. Miss. Guy under Craighead. Oh, almost got him.
So he is going back 4, right?
4. Yep.
Right, so let's do your time event stuff first.
Time event. So we will get ourselves a new deck. You got Diggins?
No, I wish to play no Diggins.
I wish to play them. I have none to play. Okay, so that guy runs.
Uh, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
All right. And then on Kraus and Company, Kraus first. Nothing. And then the other guy, nothing. Event. Scrouge, return eliminate weapon under your control. I don't think we got any dead weapons, do
Nope.
we?
Nope.
Nope. So that'll be a next order for you, and it's back over to you.
Let's do an advance. Just get him off the line there. And go there. Okay, next order. Drawing up. Back to you.
Well, let's do this first and see what happens. Play a route. Your machine gun guy that's broken against the wall or back on the west side there. Nothing. Sniper. Nothing. Now we'll do Craighead. Nothing. Kraus. Nothing. Underneath Kraus. Nothing. All right, we gotta do something different then. We'll play a move order. And we'll play it on Heinzman. We'll play on a squad next to Heinzman. See what he can see there. And then Heinzman will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's running through this this guy here. And then this squad will follow him and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Next order. And it's over to you. Oh, come on. You still there? Did I put you to sleep?
No, no, just thinking out loud. Just thinking what I can do here. Um, let's keep this one away from the line. So he's gonna move 1. Next order. Draw back up. Send it to you.
Let's route him back. 8. Well, suppress him with a sniper.
I'm in an 8 there, so you move me back 2. 1,
Yeah, right. My bad. Yep.
2. All right. Actually, I'll put him on this side here. There we go.
Yep.
And now it's sniper. Sniper
And
was way up
sniper
there.
was yeah, which is J3 or something, which is nothing. All right, then Craighead
Hmm.
goes back 3. Wow, these guys are all running.
All right, so let's take that in steps. Do your time advance. Go. No smoke. Reset your deck. And he's got to go back 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right, now the other guys.
Kraus, nothing. The other guy, nothing.
All right.
Now it's next order, and back to you.
I will do a move order. And we'll have this unit go 1, gets a free 1, 2. Next order. Drawing back up. It's to you.
Well, let's route you. So we'll take the guy on the road. He's an 8. He's a
Oh.
9. Teetering on destruction. All right, Craighead, nothing. Kraus, nothing. Other guy, nothing.
Mm.
Back to you.
Wow. Okay. I finally got a recover card. Finally. Alright, let's remove that. Let's start with Craighead. He's automatic. He's good. Not that I'm superstitious, but I'm totally superstitious. So there. We'll do Kraus is automatic. He's good. Okay, unit with route Kraus is automatic. Yeah, see, we're getting all the big numbers out of the way. Let's see. Got a plan. Got a plan. Alright, and then line unit is an 8. Yay! They rally. Next order. Now we're in business.
We're in business.
Yes. Be afraid. Alright, back to you.
Discard 2. Back to you.
I will also discard 2 and back to you.
We'll play in advance order on these guys over here. And we'll activate them separately. You go into there, he goes into there. And that's that. Over to you.
Alright, guess we'll discard the crappy ones that I just drew. And back to you.
We will play another advance order. And we will advance the leader to here. No, 1, 2, 3. And we will do a next order. Draw a card. You're up.
Guess it's a blessing that there's nothing to shoot at, because that means you'd be able to shoot me back. So I'm gonna discard and discard, draw back up.
So we will discard 1. You're up.
Apparently, there's just a ton of command confusion cards here. If I had a tank, this would be awesome. But back to you.
Discard 1. Pick it up. You're up.
Ay, ay, ay. Discard 2. Draw 2. Come on. For those of you out there that are just riveted by this discard fest, it's because we don't have a defender, so we can do it with abandon.
Discard 1. Discard 2.
I will also discard 2, because I don't really need defender-only events.
We'll play a move order.
Okay,
We'll activate our scout.
come on, Scout.
he'll go 1,
All right.
2, 3, 4.
Hey, I can shoot at that.
Okay.
But I won't.
Okay. And that's all I got.
I'm going to discard and draw. Trying to. Back to you.
We will play a fire order on the scout.
Here it comes.
And he will target that infantry unit there with the mortars. So the first mortar coming in will be this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 distance. Hits home. And we got nothing to add to that. So it's 6 plus 4 is 10.
Okay, and I'm just a 6. And I'm good.
And the other mortar's dropping in. Misses.
Okay.
So it's over to you.
Continue to get rid of these defender only events. And crap comes back. Back to you.
More crap.
More crap.
Let's try that again. So same exact thing. Scouts activated. North mortar first. Hits with a
16.
16. Sniper says nothing.
Right. We're a 6. And we're going to break with an event. Here's the event. Hey, there's the hero. Come on in, Lucas. I'm going to put him with there. Okay. So they broke and
Yep. Second shot. Southern guy targets in. He hits. Sniper says nothing. Shot says 12.
okay, and we're an 8 this time. And we're good with our own sniper. Ooh, close.
Nothing. Okay. Back to you.
I will attempt to recover them. So they're an 8. And they rally. Next order. Back to you.
Let us do that again. So the scout is going to activate. North mortar targets. Hits with the event. Sappers, you may remove 1 mine's aware marker. No need. 6 plus 8 is 14.
And we are a 6 plus. They're good.
Southern mortar fires. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Makes it. 6 plus 11.
Okay. 6 once again. Nope, breaks this time.
Okay. And what do I do for my next order here? I gotta do something. Well. It's about that time, I guess. All right. What the hell? Play move order. We'll activate entered again. And the guy to the south of him, the first thing entered's going to do is he's going to move to here, which we said nobody can see. He's bringing the squad with him, by the way. And then they're going to jump in there with that hex there with those guys.
Okay, I will shoot there. And that will be Lucas. And we'll do 6, 7. 7 plus. That will be 19. Uh, let's do our time advance. Time advance, reset deck. Sudden death, here's the roll. That's good.
Okay. So it'll be, the rifle will be 11. Entered will be 11. No, it will be 10. And the scout will be 8. So the rifle squad at 11 says nothing, says he'll break because you rolled 19. Sniper says, well, kill that guy.
Damn it. That's the worst thing about the snipers is that you could force a reroll, but not a targeting roll. So
Oh, well,
yeah, good, yeah. So he's dead, and take 4 victory points.
well, that's right. 4 victory points. Yep,
Yep.
right. Okay, so and then Ennert rolls. No, yeah, Ennert rolls. We said he was a 10. He breaks, and the other guy will break, and the sniper says, break him.
Damn. Okay.
Sniper's one pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to break a bunch of guys here. And then we will play a recover order, of course, because we didn't move without that. And so we will go with Ennert first. Of course. Well, let's see what happens here. Maybe we get the time event. All right, so we will do a time event. Reshuffle my deck and draw for the time. Oh, yeah, we don't do diggings yet, right? We do the time event, right?
Right.
So draw a card.
All right. I have to give you the card.
That must mean that I'm winning. So, okay. So, new time event. Well, I'll give you the card back.
I will give you the card.
Card back.
Card back.
And no way. Don't tell me I pulled that out of my ass.
Your sniper right there. Well, your snipers across the board were your MVPs without a doubt. But just popping that guy right there. But
What's your hidden objective?
well, it would not have mattered because 5 was worth 4. So I was
Oh.
I was working my plan, but I could not
Oh.
get a move at all. I could not get a recover for half the game, as you saw. But I was hoping, oh, Ennert's coming up here and getting ambitious. Okay, well then I will take my shots at him and see what I could do. But the goal was to try to pick off maybe the scout, something. It's just I wasn't sure what Heinzman was planning on doing, but yeah, I was again, as I'm pretty standard in most of my Combat Commander games. If it goes poorly from the beginning, I'm on my back foot the whole time. I'm on my heels, and it's just like I just need a little bit of help, just a little momentum. I need Big Mo to help me in the right direction. But what did I have? I have 1, 2, 3 ambush cards, so I was waiting for my moment. But that also handcuffs you because it's like you don't want to give those up, right?
Right, right. So you can't. So here's the thing: is this is where it was kind of beautiful from your standpoint, which is I didn't know what you had, and the fact that you weren't going forward, I couldn't tell whether you're kind of like, oh, I got objective 3 or I got objective 4 worth 4 points, so I'm in no hurry. And because I kept breaking and pushing your guys back, I couldn't tell. Are you not moving forward because all your guys are broken and they're going back, or are you not going forward because you don't have to go forward? And I'm like, I can't just sit back.
Yeah.
And of course, every time I move Ennard in these games, he just gets shot to hell. And he
Mm-hmm.
would, I mean, I don't end the game here. You're going to get buku points probably coming into that hex because, um, well, Ennard's busted.
I was about to send Lucas, just balls to the wall with all my ambush cards and see what I could do.
Right,
Um,
right.
I think the early mistake I made was when Ennard came up here the first time, and I was sitting right there. This is where we're trying to read each other, and I was anticipating that you were going to just come in there, advance in, and melee, because that's typically a German strategy. But you pulled up short and just fired with abandon through the hedge. He could only hold out so long. I thought, well, if I can keep him alive, get a recover, even at a team, I was going to march the team in there because at one point I had 4 ambush cards in my hand.
Wow.
Yeah. So the timing was just never on my side on that. The reason I wasn't moving forward is because I couldn't ever.
Well, I had an ambush card when I came up there, just on the off chance that you were going to do something. But I would have killed. You had those 2 deploy events. I would have killed for one of those just to get me, an extra team into with Ennard because that makes a big difference. If I would have had an extra team, I'd have just marched right down into here. I would have
Yeah.
marched
Oh
into
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
But the problem is these guys, they're a 7 plus a leader 8, 9. You're as good. You're every bit as good as Ennard with one of his squads. And I'm like, I'm not gonna roll that up on a 50-50 unless I absolutely have to.
Well, you
So
saw in both occasions right there, I thought I had a decent firing position. You had a better firing position because you kept getting great rolls and catching me without a recover card, and all I could do was
move back out.
get him out of there, right? Just briefly, and that was pretty haphazard too. And then, I mean, as we saw, this group all the way to the end of the board, I
And it
just
was funny because I just kept getting route card every turn. I was getting a route card, and I'd send them back, and you'd pull them forward. And I thought, wouldn't that be the place where I get the game winner? Somebody runs off the back of the map. But those Americans are hard to route off the map because they're so
they're usually well,
they're
they get stronger. Yeah, they go from 6 to
yeah
8 typically.
6 to 8. Right?
Um,
They break early, but they're hard to route. Whereas most guys or some guys the other way. So
so a heartbreaker, but it's still fun. But a heartbreaker just to lose right there at the very end, but exciting nonetheless. Well, I have given you the 4 victory points for 5, so the score is now official. You take it, and we will go through the process here now
yeah,
to
let's do that.
finish out the battle results. The first thing you always do is check for a campaign victory. There is no campaign victory because it's the first game, so nothing there. Now we take the units, with the exception of Craighead and Heinzman. The rest of them, the other two that we pulled, they go into the exhausted pile. So what we'll do is we'll put them up into the upper right-hand corner here. So that's my Kraus and your Ennard, right?
Yep.
So they are now not available for the future ones until they come back onto the line. So that's done. And then campaign position, well, Germans won, so we're stuck on this map again. There's no forward progress, so
No,
we are
you
stuck
didn't
in
sell
the.
me that.
It's your own fault. So we will
Damn it.
stay here on campaign map A1 for the next one, hopefully with a little bit of difference. Command platoon leader. Well, looks like Heinzmann did such a great job, he gets promoted to lieutenant. So he will, in the next round, be Lieutenant Heinzmann. There's a little, I think this will even work here. Yes, so he's now second.
Headquarters was impressed by his move from here down to here.
He busted the bocage with the
That-
best of them. So he's now second
There's a leader
lieutenant.
that we need to promote right there.
That's
Yeah.
right. So, Second Lieutenant Heinzmann will be available for Ted's command platoon. Troop quality adjustment. So, Ted has won. He has the choice of either making his units now an elite German set of squads, or he can make mine green, which that does tend to snowball. So, what would you like to do?
You know, Patrick, I think I'd rather fight some raw recruits instead of some of those veterans that you got there. So
I had a feeling. So, we
we'll
will.
send you back down to green
All
there.
right, so I in for the next one will be green level of troops. That's not a big surprise there. We don't have the day of rest yet because we have not completed 3 games, so we will move on past that. Now we are going to request the regimental pool for some extra units down here from division. You will get 2 rolls, and I will get 1 roll because you won. You'll take either one of the ones that you want, but you get a choice. I get what I get, right? And if it's not anything I can use, well, then I'm just out of luck. Okay, so now here is my draw. Let's see what I get. Anybody? It's a 4, so I could get Kraus. Guess what? I don't get Kraus because he's in the exhausted pile, so I get nobody. You get 2 rolls, and you can choose one of them.
See, your luck, continues to, permeate even the
Oh, certainly.
metagame rolls.
Certainly, yes. I'm used to it.
Okay, so I get 2 rolls, eh?
Uh-huh.
So the first roll will be a 3,
So that's Rubart
Corporal Rubart, or an 8,
and Ennard.
which
So
is Sergeant Ennard. So I guess that makes it pretty easy. I choose with the 5th trap choice in the
Colonel Rhubarb, come on
I'll
up.
choose Corporal Rubart.
All right, so that is now complete, and I think we're all ready. Yes, so I will reset the map and everything, and I'll rebuild our command platoons ahead of the next game. But this is the point of the match where we will discuss our wonderful turns of fortune and my horrible luck. Did I say that out loud? I did. Ted, what do you think about this?
I think that I think that I had a lot of advantages going in. The fact that we were in recon mode, I think because the way the map was set up, I got the first 6 hexes, which gave me 3 of the victory points. And then because of the special rule with German fortifications, it allowed me to drop a bunker onto 5, which is always a good thing to do. However, I managed to throw that advantage away on the last turn as I left the place, although, 14
It
smiles on
was
the
my hidden
foolish.
objective, so it was worth 4 ultimately. Yep.
Right. And so I think I had some advantages going in. I think, as you mentioned earlier, the sniper shots, clearly helped me out. I think what made this scenario really tough is it's just hard to see anything, right? And so there's a lot of no man's land and such. So it probably was not the most dynamic of games that we've played. But yeah, it worked out in the end. I think the fact that when we were exchanging fire, I'm firing out of the bunker with a heavy, so I get a defense of 6, and I'm firing out with an 8. And when you're in the building, you're firing out with a 6 with a cover of 3. The longer that goes on, the more advantageous it is
Yeah.
for the Germans in that case. What I probably should have done was I should have probably gambled a couple of times and fired the squad separately, because even with a 7 fire, that's probably not too terrible. And if I could have doubled up and maybe eliminated somebody along the line, that probably would have been a smarter play on my part. But you get caught up in the heat of the battle and you make some really bad decisions.
Well, everything was going swimmingly until the double elimination points came up, and that is always a possibility in any game, especially
Oh,
where
that's true.
that
Yep.
strategic objective shit comes out. Otherwise, it was my pace to control, and you had mentioned that earlier. That was the reason why I was not taking unnecessary risks. I was trying to pepper you with some shots. I was just trying to maintain. I was doing you know, maintain the lead as long as I could. And at one point, I even got a couple more points, which was nice. But then you got that house back there, and you revealed it, or you revealed it, and then you took the house. So I knew the longer it went, it was really starting to build in your favor. And those snipers, man, boy howdy! I don't think I've ever seen such successful sniper activity in one match, especially on this map. That's really
Yep.
all. That was all you could get. Is everything that you could and more. But this is great. I'm now 0 and
Well,
1.
the other thing I would say though is on the snipers, 2 thoughts. One is I think you had virtually every hex covered in a Zoc, right? Because the guys were spread out pretty much. So there was a lot of target places for it. The good news is those guys that were back in the hinterland or whatever, even when they broke, it was inconvenient, but I couldn't do anything about it. Right? I couldn't
Well, until
hit them with
until
the
you
second
got
shot until
the
we
routes.
got that guy right there.
Yeah. Like any NFL game, that last 2 minute drill is just so impressive. No matter what game you're watching, it could be boring the whole time, but then there you go. That last 2 minutes, it really shines. So I want to congratulate you on a fine victory, and we will see what happens in game 2. And we'll schedule that offline here. But for those of you watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Please take a minute, click that like and subscribe down there. That tells the YouTube algorithm that you're enjoying the content. And of course, we've got plenty more Tales from the Combat Commander ladder in our little playlist that's going to show you here at the end. I'm also showing you our financial supporters for the channel. Thank you very much to those of you kicking a buck or two. Really appreciate it. It does pay for the little incidentals. But until next time, sir, I will see you here in the same bocage hell once again next time, Ted. Have a great one, man.
Y'all, see ya.